Hey everybody, it's Chloe from the Chloe brand here, and I'm here with my first video covering New York Fashion Week. I actually got to New York on the 9th, that night anyway, and I didn't get to any shows until the 11th because the 10th it rains and I literally looked like a puffball. I wish you guys could have seen it. But anyway, on Friday I got to regroup, start over, and the first thing I went to was Style Fashion Week, which went throughout the whole weekend during New York Fashion Week. And a lot of people don't know that there's a lot of things that go on in a lot of different quote-unquote fashion weeks that go on within the whole New York Fashion Week. In this show, I got to cover the Uwe twins as well as this first one I'm going to show you guys, which is from Control Sector. You'll see that everything for this spring summer 2016 is going to be very modern. It's going to keep with a lot of neutral tones, and it's one of those things where these clothing you might can still wear throughout the year, which means you're going to get a good use out of them. So hopefully you enjoy the show. Sit back, relax, and get ready to be fashionable. After the first few looks, you can already see that there's a lot of black and whites, a lot of nudes, and you're gonna see a few olives as well as khakis and things like that. But it's definitely, like I said, a lot of versatile statement pieces. When you see the end of the show, you'll kind of see what I mean. There's the khaki. I think this is very urban chic, by the way. And closing out the show, honestly, I don't even know what the name of these boards are called. I just know everyone wants one, but it definitely added a great touch. It made it look a little futuristic, in my opinion. As you can see, closing out the show, looking at the whole line, you see all the neutral tones, you see the classic colors, and these are all the pieces that can be mixed and matched. Like this shirt can go with this pants or this hat or these shoes. Everything in this line can go with something else, and even things that aren't even included. So I think it was a great job by Control Sector. In between the shows, I had a little break. I got to hit the New York streets, well, at least outside of that venue, because I had to go right back inside. And I caught up with a few fashionistas and fashionistas, as I call the guys. I don't think that's a word, to see what they were wearing. I met up with some fashion bloggers, some stylists, and even two of America's Next Top Models. And before the next show, I got to go behind the scenes with some of the guys for that show to see what they were thinking. As you can see, they were kind of just hanging out.
Hey, I'm Lucas. You can follow me on LUKAS_MERHI. So it's Lucas Murray, and I'm with MSA Models, and this is my buddy Keith, also with MSA.
What up, Keith Van Nelson? Follow me at Chef Boyard Keith. That's 2 R's. Keith Van Nelson on Facebook. Holla at me.
2 R's.
Hey, this is George Anthony, the one and only from Trenton, New Jersey. We're in Styles Fashion Week right now with the Uwe twins. I'm wearing some of their garments right now as we speak. Yeah, check it out. Get the socks and stuff. But yeah, you can follow me. You can follow me at George Anthony _, and my Facebook is George Anthony as well. I'll see you guys.
And then, of course, there had to be a photo op for them looking like models before the show. And I love that this show started with a traditional dance from the culture of the designers. It definitely added some liveliness and got the crowd going before the official runway began. And this was also for both guys and girls, and I love that because everything is such a classic black and white, but at the same time it's modern, and you can tell that each piece is still made from, you know, how they think of their own culture. One part that I wasn't able to show because it would have made the video extremely long, they started the show actually before the performers with a video about how they start designing and what their inspirations were, and you can really tell how they were thinking when they created this line. And to me, just watching, it all blended perfectly, and it tells who the Uwe twins are as people. So make sure you look into them, visit their website, follow them on Instagram, and I'll make sure I put all the links in the bio because they definitely deserve more support. Just like the other lines you guys saw, as you can see, there's a lot of black and white. This summer and this spring is going to be a lot of neutral colors that we can mix and match. I love that this dress came with black accents and with white. I would wear it either way. The subtle pops of color is what will remind you this is spring. As you can see, a lot of their pieces with the black and white, you see red or a gold or something really simple. It wouldn't be a lot of color, just something to pop. And this suit, oh my goodness, if you know me, you know I love a blazer, and you know I love a nicely fit suit. This was very abstract, but it still blended so well together. And here are the men of the hour, the Uwe twins themselves. They're excited, and I would be too if I just had an amazing show that obviously everyone loved. And what's Fashion Week without a few cocktails? You gotta have some fun. Even though I was working, met up with some photographers, did some mingling, some interviews, and met up with some few more fashion bloggers and stylists in the New York area, like Bria Van Kooten. Everybody's having a really good time. Style Fashion Week was fun and very organized. I loved it. I would definitely go back. It actually originally wasn't on my agenda, but I'm so glad that I went. It was one of my favorite shows out of all the fashion weeks that I've been to thus far. So stay tuned for more New York Fashion Week coverage for spring, summer 2016.